Okay, hi everyone, it's Koinzell here. We are doing the Tamer update video. Tamer just got a huge buff across quite a few number of skills. Some of the skills have been changed as well. So first off, the very first item that was changed was the dodge. They have made her dodge much more smooth, and I can feel it as well. It's really much faster and smooth. The main thing is the smoothness of it. Okay. Now let's go back to the patch notes. So other than that, right? Okay, let me just turn on the volume here. Okay. Other than that, right? The clap skill have been changed. Instead of giving attack buff, it is now giving defense debuff. They have increased the speed of the final clap and also the PV and PvP damage. So you see here it's quite substantial. This is a 10% in PV. In both PvP and PvE is about 10% boost to the actual damage as well. Now let's go look at the clap skill, which is this. So effectively, right, they increase the boost of the second hit. So first hit is okay. So they have improved the buff. They have buffed the speed of the second hit, which is this one. You can definitely feel it because when you hold on to it, right, it's like continuously and it's very smooth. Okay. Now moving on to the next skill. This is the one that is really OP. The change of it, right, is that once you use this skill, you can actually move and you can use other skills. Okay. I will show that shortly. The effect was also been changed from forward guard to super armor. But obviously, I think the super armor is only when you use this skill and not when you move away while the skill effect is still there. And the deepening, or rather the enhancement effect from forward guard to super armor has now been changed to a burning effect, which basically just means like DOT, damage over time. Number of hits has increased from 9 to 12, which means that it's even easier to trigger a hit now. And the damage boost, let me see. I'll probably need a calculator for this. Okay, actually I still have the previous spreadsheet open, so let's just use that. Okay, so 180 times 12 versus 240 times 12. Sorry, 215 times 9. So damage has been buffed as well. It's almost a 10% buff, I would say. Let's see how much it is. Yep, close to a 10% buff. So that's really nice for the Tamer. Okay, this is the skill you're talking about. So let me see. Okay, this is the burning effect. Obviously, when you turn on okay, so it's mainly this, and the fact that instead of forward guard, it has been changed to super armor. Number of hits is 12, and the most important thing is that you can move. Let me show you guys. Okay, let me wait for it to cool down. So you can cast this, and it may move away. As you can see, right, it's still hitting. So in PvE, obviously this is good, but in PvP, this is ridiculous. Okay. Effectively, this means that once you cast this, you still can hit somebody else while doing all this at the same time. Okay? So the moment someone is hit by your skill, you can move and do this. And any other follow-up you want. Let me see. So there's a lot of combinations that can be done here. Now you have two huge AoEs on the map. So Tamer has really been buffed to a ridiculous stage. And they're not just buffing her in PvE, they're buffing her in PvP as well. Okay, all these buffs are mainly for PvP if you ask me. Because by casting that skill, you can move and you could use another few skills to hit your opponent. And it's gonna make a hell of a difference in PvP, for sure. Okay, the next skill, which is the one where you stand forward, increases the movement distance as well as the it has now, there's a requirement to use spirit energy now. So now you has a additional super armor effect. Instead of bound, it's the stun now, or rather daze. And other than that, oh, the number of times you can use this skill has been reduced because they've changed that to bleeding instead, so DOT. And this in fact has been changed to this, where it reduces the amount of spirit energy. And cooldown is also improved from 6 to 5 seconds. The damage, on the other hand, does not seem to be buffed. The damage actually seems to be a bit nerfed. Let me look at it in detail. This is a skill. Ah, okay. So now you have super armor, but it's not being used in the arena. This is the spirit energy reduction. This is the bleeding effect. This remains the same. So I don't know whether you guys noticed, but the speed of this is actually improved. Because they say they increase the distance, right? So in order to increase the distance, they have to increase the speed in order for you to traverse that same distance within the same time. I think the reason why they reduce this, right, is so that it's really more by a dash skill. I think it's to balance off. But bear in mind, she still has another dash skill. I remember she still has another one. Let's see. Ah, okay, I know why already. It's actually this skill, which has now been replaced into a movement skill. I'll go into that shortly. Okay, let's see, where's my dash skill? Okay, let's see how far it goes. Oh, it's actually fairly decent. And it's much faster than previously because basically this is her dash attack skill. Okay. Now this is the movement skill. Basically this has been changed to the first jump, right? There's an additional effect where the first dash, right, you're actually invulnerable. Oh, when you're using other skills, you can immediately use this skill at any time. Yeah, so they have removed the attack of this dash skill. So no longer a dash attack skill. Previously she had 2 dash attacks. Now she has only 1, that is much faster. And they have changed her dash skill to be a dash attack skill to be a movement skill instead. They greatly increase the distance. Instead of bleeding, now it becomes the enhancement effect. Instead of bleeding, now it's cooldown reduction. Wow. And there's an increase in the movement speed for the enhancement. And on top of that, you no longer use the spirit or energy. Oh, when you use this skill, like, there's no collision anymore. There's no collision effect. Cooldown second increase from 5 to 10, but in return there is a buff. So let's see. In fact, I don't think I have it equipped right now because this is a PvE setup. Oh wait, I do. Okay, so now it is a pure dash movement where the first dash you are effectively invulnerable. When you are using this skill, you have super armor. So first dash you are invulnerable, after that you have super armor. Cooldown reaction by 2 seconds. So effectively overall cooldown is increased from 5 to 8 seconds. But in return it becomes a mobility skill very similar to the lance flying. Although lance flying at the end has a attack. But yeah, this is much faster than the lance. Let's see, okay. Okay, this is ridiculous. Seriously, guys. I think this is faster than Lan. It's almost like Shy's dodge. Not to mention you are invulnerable at the first start. So what this means is that Tamer is going to be an absolute beast in Black Sun. Because she's going to be able to escape easily, and she's going to be able to chase her opponent easily as well. So you can, let me see which choose. Okay. So basically, right, you can do this while chasing someone. Okay, look at the amount of distance it covers. It's really OP, man. It's super OP. As a reason why in the Taiwan server, right, we actually give the Tamer class a nickname. We call her Hei Sha Tianyu, which is like the chosen princess of Black Desert Mobile, meaning that she's always like the most popular. She received the most love from the developers, which is put it that way. Look at this, and then you tell me look at Striker's PvE in comparison. And her mobility is really sick right now, man. I can't emphasize how sick it is. You can change directions as well between the 3 steps. My god. She's... Okay, this is really ridiculous. I'm almost tempted to change her to my main right now already. Just that there's Archer coming out soon. If there's no new class announced, I may change my main class to her, in fact. Just that I don't like her overall character design. She's also more the cute type rather than the Velocious type. Okay, let's see what else. There's another skill where I can tell you just this buff, right? And this, and this, 3 together is enough to make her super OP right now. In terms of both Arena, Black Sun, GVG, everything. Because GVG, you can imagine with her speed, right? There's a lot that she can do now. And also, casting this skill and moving away and doing another huge combo. It's effectively almost doubling her DPS within that short time frame. Okay? Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. Okay, move on. Okay, so there's a additional effect where you can enhance this to have a forward guard, and when you use this skill, they will improve the speed at which you are looking at your opponent, turning towards your opponent, the increase of the speed of it, increasing the AoE effects slightly, and increasing the number of times you can use this by once. So my guess is that this is going to be your new forward guard skill. Let me look. Where is there you go. Okay, so this is the one where she puts her foot down and does like a storm with a forward effect. So basically, usually this skill you have super armor. Now you have forward guard, and the forward guard is replacing the super armor. Now I'm not sure whether the forward guard still applies in arena because it doesn't state here. This will have to be tested out. But it's quite interesting that it doesn't state here. Usually they would state here actually. So it may mean that it's applicable in arena. Wow. Okay. This is also a HP healing skill. Where is it? Okay, this is the one. Okay, when they say increase in the movement speed, right? Let's see. Okay, it does. Let's see. Go walk past this guy. Okay. The forward guard is really imba. I mean, this skill in the first place is already one of her strongest skills. It's already included in her 6 skills. So, there's a cooldown reduction for this skill here. Oh, this is the other one where it's a 360-degree AoE, and on top there is a suction effect. She has this all along. The buff right now is to reduce the cooldown. I believe it's yeah. So it was from 10 to to 9, and with the 2-second reduction, basically this is 7 seconds reduction right now. Okay, she's really the chosen princess, man, of Black Desert. Okay, so her 11th skill, right, which is the one where she rides, goes on top of her Wolf, and then increases this is actually increasing her speed in terms of the dodging and movement. Oh, this I believe is a level 70 buff. So instead of increasing defense, now it's increasing crit rate and attack. Yeah. So previously was even increasing defense, now it's increasing attack by 35 and crit rate by 10%. And this crit rate 10%, mind you guys, it is above your normal buff. Okay, so your 35%, right, is basically increased to 45%. But this does not stack with Le Brief. So when you have this buff on, right, Le Brief is useless. The effect of 10% crit rate from Le Brief is useless. Okay, this really makes her very, very OP, man. Okay, God, the number 1 CP guy in my guild is going to reign supreme now. He's going to change back. I think he's going to change back for sure. Change his shy back to Tamer. Okay, there's a slight balance here, where they are reducing the amount of debuff from the movement speed debuff from the skill now where you can cast and move away, as well as the storm skill. Actually, this is very important. This is the one where while you're moving, if there are anyone in your way, you auto dodge, auto dash across without using your dash count. And this, they are just making it more natural, more smoother, the movement. Okay, so the Tamer Awakening seems to have gotten a huge buff just from this skill alone in terms of damage, and I think they have increased a bit on the movement speed, etc. When they buff the Tamer Ascension so much, I suppose they also need to buff the Awakening, otherwise it's way too imba. But I myself will definitely pick a Tamer Ascension anytime over the Awakening. Anytime. Okay, seriously, it's seriously imba, man. Maybe just this alone, right? Where you can do this and then do this. Can you see that it's overlapping the 2 areas, the 2 AoE? In that specific area, if you are there, I can imagine how fast your HP is gonna drop. Okay, and previously I had 6 skills with attacks, right? So now let's look at this situation right now where one of them has been changed to a mobility skill. So in other words, I only have 5 attacks. With 5 attacks, right, I'm not seeing her using normal attack at all. Okay, let's go to Hadum to test it out. Yeah, sign here. Let's move to sign on the map. Wait, what? That was a guild. Who are we involved in guild war? I think this also means that when you cast this, you can cast this at the same spot. Okay, I think that was a normal attack there. I may need to put in one more skill, since now there's only 5 skills in rotation. Yeah, that was a normal attack. So I'll probably have to look into adding one more skill, since her 6th skill has now been changed to a full mobility skill. Yeah, this is too slow. Don't like this as well. This might be okay. It's really fast. Okay, anyway, that one we can sort it out later. Let's just look at her speed. God. It's like all over the place. Okay, hang on, let me just change. I wanted to try something. Oh my god, you really can overlap the 2 areas. You can overlap them in the same place, just spam. Oh my god. She's so OP, man. So OP. And because of this, right, I have a feeling that I don't want to jinx anything, but I have the feeling that this will take longer for you guys to get Tamer, because she's way too OP right now. Wow, she's gonna absolutely own in every content basically. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. I have to say my jaw is still open right now. So if you like this video, remember, if you like what you're seeing, remember to like the video and also subscribe here for more. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Bye.